Welcome back. We're discussing pension arrears. Where are the monies? Now, we're going back and forth here. Issues, personal issues are even creeping in. But I think Mr. Adodo owes Mr. Phillips an apology. Mr. Adodo?
It is difficult because we are involved in the issue. He collected money from us to go to court.
No,
to
that's
settle
not the apology.
Because the money is not refunded.
That is not the apology you owe him.
Okay, I'm sorry for that. It's a personal issue, but he started it, and I have to give it to him.
Okay.
Who started it?
Now, hold on. Please respond to something. He said you extorted Nigerians to the tune of 2 million naira.
I don't know how he came about that figure. I've never collected money from anybody. I did not. The NUP account is talking about belongs to our group.
Which is the group?
That's the concerned pensioners. Those are the forceful group that monitor the activities of both the union and the people that are responsible for the payment of our
the task force.
Of the task force. So we monitor.
But you're also the state coordinator of the federal pension.
Definitely. Somebody must coordinate so that they have somebody to work with. And that is how we have been getting results. That's what we are saying. We don't just run about running people down without helping them. What we did is just to get results. We are trained for this. I'm a trained unionist. There's something we call scientific approach to issues, how we get results. And I've been very, very successful in doing this. I know how many prayers I got all over the country. I've lifted a lot of families through the efforts of this group to ensure that they did not suffer. It's a process. That's what we are saying. The pension task force will continue to pay. It's not a one-day job. This is what he said. He's talking. They should pay one day. Is that possible? That is exactly what I was saying. There is something we call internal mechanical, process. This is what the task force is doing. Let me give you an example. There was a fraudulent practice in the task force team. It was detected by the tax force themselves. As I talk to you now, the man is in jail. This is what is lacking.
But hold on. Revelation Samuel has a question. It says, I'm sure the funds are being mismanaged by the pensions board. Tell Nigerians the truth.
No, there's no pensions board. For now, we have the head of service and the pension tax force reform. There's no board for now. We're only agitating for the board now. This is his process. One man doesn't pay. And that's why I said I don't know where I get this fact from. Right now, the CBN chairman, the CBN governor is involved in our payment. The head of service is involved. The PAMSEC is involved. The chairman task force is involved in the payment. So it's a long process. There's no room. This is what is annoying some people. Some people have been sponsored to create the impression that the task force is not working. There's no room for embezzlement anymore. The man has been able to block all avenues where our money is being embezzled. And I know this will not go down well with some people who have been trading with our money. We are here to tell Nigerians the truth. If this man is given a chance, he will pay more. Any time from now, another batch of pensioners will be paid. So it's a process. It's not one day job. If things get spoiled on a lot of years, you think it take a day to get it back in track. So it's a long process. People have to be patient and make sure things are done at the right time and the normal time. How can you expect money that involves billions of naira to be paid to everybody just like that? Among these people he's talking about, there are ghost pensioners. There are fake pensioners.
So the process of verification, the biometrics, how did that didn't take care of the ghost pensioners?
It took care. It took care of the ghost pensioners. That was sorted out. And if you go to the pension tax force office
if that was sorted out, how come the real pensioners are now not being paid?
They have been, listen to me. I say it's a process. There's a process. How you go about these things. You see, the process starts like this. You bring your complaint. You submit. We take it to Abuja. They verify. If you have not done your biometric data, you will not be paid. A lot of them have no documents. There are a lot of issues. They return most of these forms. Some don't have anything to prove that they work for federal government. Those are part of the challenges. I coordinate all of them.
Okay. Olusegun Olopajoye says, my father is currently owed over 120 months arrears.
It's possible. There are a lot of factors responsible for that.
This is part of
it is possible. It is possible. Some parents don't even have documents. They cannot lay hand on their documents anymore. And the tax force will not pay any man without complete and correct documents. That is why they are there. Those are the people that are responsible.
So what should they do if the tax force will not pay if you don't have a complete document?
That is it.
What they normally do is to ask you to send fresh documents. But the delay, you see, promise is when you promise, at times, if it fails, it makes you to become a liar. Every month, pensioners sit down waiting when they are then going to pay arrears. From 2010 to 2011, until we decided to take our destiny in our hands. On September 19th, when we held a press conference, the second day or the third day, the pension task force team said they are going to carry out a biometric exercise. The biometric exercise started until Senate said, oh, enough, they should stop. That was then, 2011. We now entered into 2012. A public hearing took place, and there were mind-boggling revelations. I was there. He was not there. Mind-boggling revelations. Even the chairman was invited 2 times. He refused to appear. Minister of Finance, they were all invited. They honored the committee before mind-boggling revelation started coming out, and the money catapulted to over 200 and something billion naira. Many pensioners were waiting, and if you look at, I'm doing a video program now where I want the whole world to see the plight of pensioners. Look at this man. Look at this man. He has not been paid. He served for 30 something years. He has not been paid. There are other pensioners like that. You understand? They are waiting, hopefully they will pay. But when you go to the chairman, I remembered in June, I met him when I went to drop this petition that they should not allow him to enter there again. This is a petition I wrote against him that is commercializing it. This is, and even I explained to them in the petition that during the public hearing, he accused pension task force team that they were incorporating names of bread. Let me finish. Let him finish. They were incorporating family names, relatives.
He accused the task force.
It's in this petition. I will drop it. You read it. You understand? They, they still allowed him. I went back again before they now banned him. He cannot enter because it is out of ban.
All right.
They allowed him before, and he was using integrity group.
We're almost out of time, so
he was using integrity group.
Let me respond.
He was using integrity group.
Let me tell you.
Did you accuse the task force?
No, I never did. It lies a lot. No. Why should I accuse?
No. You are finished. You are finished. You are finished.
FTVA
you are finished.
I know.
Let him respond.
They had the video.
Listen, oh God, let me respond.
Go ahead.
You've spoken. Let me tell you the fallout between him and the task force team. He went to Abuja, June. He called himself.
He says he's representing a group.
Listen to me. Okay. He has no group. He's telling lies.
Okay.
He went to Abuja. He went to meet the chairman of task force. He said he introduced himself as a journalist and as a lawyer. So the man allowed him. As soon as he entered the man's office, all what was telling the man was about Adodo. The man asked him a question. Did you bring any complaint from Lagos so that I can solve? That's why I'm here. He said no. The man now said, so you traveled all the way from Lagos to come and lay complaint about Adodo. That he knows Adodo. Adodo bring in here day in, day out, week in a backlog of complaints from Lagos. And this is the one he showed him and he walked him out of the office. That was the beginning of the fallout. He was walked out of the office. Secondly, let me tell you, you see, he liked cheap popularity. He enjoyed cheap popularity. Why do I say so? Anybody that see him now bringing form say he's fighting for pensioners, it's a lie. He's not known in the circle of pensioners. He's nowhere to be found. He said he formed a group, and the group is human rights group. There's a difference between human rights and trade unionism. How can you say you form a group and you are not allowed to lead the group? Because they discovered, those are elderly men that are old enough to be your grandfather. They discovered that you are incompetent and you are a liar.
All right, Mr. Adodo.
Yes, sir.
Preston Adams, you have to respond to this one. Says, who do you report to?
We made a lot of press statements.
Who do you report to?
Which of the reports?
As a coordinator of the federal pensioners.
We made a lot of.
Who are you answerable to? Do you have a boss that you send reports to?
We have a group. We have a group that they monitor all the reports. We have all the facts, all the figures.
Have you been paid your own arrears?
I've been paid.
You've been paid.
I've been paid.
Who paid you?
He's not being
hold on.
He's not being owed.
Who paid you?
The tax force paid me.
Paid you all of your arrears?
I mean, I have to, because I presented that was when I asked him to present his form. Say, look, we cannot be
Okay, so you have been paid.
I have been paid.
But the people you're coordinating,
They have been. So majority of them have been paid.
majority
Of them have been paid, and they are yet to be.
What percentage?
The percentage was 70-30. Listen to me.
70-30, please. 70 what?
70% have been paid all over the country. Let me tell you.
And 30% have not been paid.
Have not been paid, and we are working on the 30%. That was exactly what I'm saying. Any moment from now, the list of 2,000 pensioners will be released from the tax force team. Any moment from now. He just go about running down people. He doesn't know. I work for them. Day and night.
Thank you very much.
Before we conclude, I want you to know right now, in the eyes of the world, David Adodo, that you are no longer coordinator. You have been expelled.
That is not true.
Expulsion.
That is not true.
Letter of expulsion. You have been expelled.
That is not true.
You have been expelled due to your anti-union activities.
That is not true.
This is the letter.
Listen to me.
Look at the date.
Okay, all right.
Dated 11th December.
Listen to me.
You have been
Nobody
expelled.
chooses me. Nobody can expel me.
You have been expelled officially. This is the letter.
Pay the money you
Stop
are owing
parading
the group, please.
yourself.
Pay
I am
us.
not
You are owing
owing
us,
you.
you pay.
I am not owing you
Mr. Phillips.
You are owing me 3,000 naira.
Mr. Phillips.
Thank you very
Pay us
much.
the money you are owing us.
You have been expelled.
Mr. Adodo.
Stop
Thank you
parading
very
yourself,
much. Mr.
coordinator,
Phillips.
in the eyes of the world.
Mr.
Or the rest, you go to jail. You go to jail.
Thank you very much for watching Pizza. We are glad you let us be a part of your evening. So we'll bring you another edition of the program. Have yourself a good night.